All right, everybody. Welcome back to another video. My name is Bob. I'm the Rocket City Reseller. If you're new here, we appreciate subscribing, likes, and comments. So if you could do that, it really helps the channel out. We appreciate you. Today's sales totals are $873.51. $295.94 of that is from Nifty offers. If you're new here, we usually start the channel that way. This is a what sold video. I haven't really posted or created these types of videos in about 4 days. We did about $4,000 in the last 8 days, and it's been too busy to do this. So probably slowing down a bit. So I figured I'd come in and do this. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was getting called by my neighbor. Sorry. So the Animal Adventure Pink Bunny with sheer bow sold on Macari. And this is part of a 20 item bundle that someone put through. It was like $280. So there's a lot of these sales are from that. They paid full price for everything or at least the asking price of the sale. This one was an offer, or sorry, not an offer, but a relist by Nifty. What it does is it actively relists your closet or your shop or marketplace. I think it's every 30 to 60 days. And what it does is it basically takes that item, delists it, relists it, and makes it more active. So it just kind of gives activity to the closet. So yeah, it sold for $14.90, and we're trying to find it, and we'll be right back to show you what that looks like. We're starting off the video great. I was in the wrong bin already, but I told you guys, if you're new here and you don't know, we do the real, the suffering, the success, whatever that may look like. So this was bin 6, not 8, Bob. I have new glasses coming, but it's going to be about 2 weeks. Animal Adventure 2015 bunny. Here he is, or she. Little bunny sold for $15. Maybe I paid a nickel at the bins for it. But yeah, would I buy it again? No, we're going to be moving away from this kind of thing. So some of this vintage in what we would consider a baby item, the soft and cuddly bunnies and things like that. They do sell, and we have a lot of them, so we'll be selling through them as the time goes by. But we're going to start moving away from this and going to some of the more popular items that are selling faster. Anyways, on to the next. We're going to be looking for our Disney Pixar Bugs Life Flick and Dot. And that sold for $29.99 on Etsy. So that was a good sale. We'll be right back with that one. Okay, this $30 Etsy sale was right on top, thankfully. And I guess I'm thinking it probably sold for 2 reasons. One, who doesn't like Bugs Life, right? And 2, Flick was a Christmas flick. So it is December 9th, only a few more days until Christmas. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you and yours from us and ours. Is that right? So we just wanted to say thank you so much for a very successful year. If you're a buyer with us, or if you've supported us in any way through our podcast, through any other social media efforts, we just want to say thank you, and we appreciate you guys. On to the next, we're looking for a Fisher Price Singamajigs, and that one sold for almost $38.20 on eBay in 5 months. Be right back. Okay, here are those Fisher Price Singamajigs. They all do work. Apparently, their mouths open and they make noise. So we picked these up actually from different places and threw them together in a lot. So as we kind of find things and move along, that's kind of what we do. We group similar items together. They're not any cheaper by doing this, cost wise. We pick them up at a certain rate anyways, but for just like the buyer, they find more value in more items, even though the price is about the same. So there is that. So if you're having trouble moving Plush, it's just one idea. Try to group stuff together and move it that way. So we're going to be on to the next one. Again, this one sold for almost $30 on eBay, and it took about 5+ months. So yeah, so that's what a thingamajig looks like. So I definitely would pick these up again. So if you see them out in the wild, make sure you grab them. So this next one is a Chuck E. Cheese plush set, 3-piece. Helen, Mr. Munch, and I believe Jasper is in here. That sold for $42.33 on eBay in 6 months. We try to stock up on Chuck E. Cheese because my theory on this is, and I'm a data scientist. I'm actually a degreed software engineer, but I do data. for a living. My theory on this is because of Christmas. You do a gift card for your young one that likes to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Instead of buying a million coins and having to suffer and try to get the tickets or whatever, or card, whatever it is now, you just get this with the gift card. So they get to play some games, they get their toy. It's a win-win. I mean, this is a lot of pizza in video game. Just saying, the cheaper option. On to the next. Allegedly, there's a plush in number 25, and it's an Adopt Me plush. Let's see. Here it is. So we've sold these a few times this year. They don't sell necessarily quickly. This one, I think, took about 3 months to sell. It is Roblox, which is why we pick it up. So anything Roblox or a game series, Piggy or, stuff like that, we just pick up because it is very popular right now. And this one sold for, looks like $18 on eBay in about 3 months. So $18, we probably paid maybe a nickel to a dime for it. So you kind of get the drift with the return on investment. So not a lot invested and a lot of return on investment. So that's why we sell plush. On to the next. Oh, and can't break this, right? You can lose it in shipping, but you can't break it. All right, on to the next. Okay, so this one is a Fancy Nancy. It's a Disney character series, apparently. We sell a metric crap ton of the Fancy Nancy stuff. So if you see her out in the wild, she sells and she sells fast. And normally, this one was a little bit different than we normally pick up. So it did take a little bit longer to sell. It took about 3 months, which for us is fast, if you can believe that. So it sold for $18 on eBay in those 3 months. So if any of the content we're doing is helping, just give you knowledge or helping you maybe move the economic needle on your family or your life, we'd love to hear that in the comments. So feel free to do that. We would love to just cheer you on. And also, if you need advice, we're always available. You can always reach out. So just wanted to give that quick infomercial. So on to the next one. We appreciate you guys. This is proof that Halloween sells all year long. This next one sold for $13.85. It was a relist by Nifty. $13.85 is what it sold for on eBay, and it sold for about 3 months. So we listed this in September, hoping it would sell for Halloween, and it actually sold in December. So Merry Christmas. And so anything gummy bear related or similar or Haribo can do well. So be on the lookout for these guys. Okay, this little ducky is part of that Macari bundle that was put together for $280. It's a Spark Create Imagine. So we do sell quite a bit of Spark Create Imagine. It's a Walmart brand. If you're not familiar, this one has a rattle, but they have usually their Century. That 0 to 3 crowd months, that is. So that baby plush. Will we stop picking up Spark Create Imagine? Good question. Some do better than others. Do your research. So let me see if I can find another one in here. Maybe. Here's another brand that does good lullabrites. That one can do well. We sold probably 10 of these this year. What else we got? This one is, I believe, Pillow Fort. We sell a ton of these as well. I don't see any other Spark Create Imagines, but you kind of get the drift, like this type of plush. So again, didn't sell for a lot, but it did sell for $14.58, and we probably paid $1 for it. And it sold as part of that bundle. On to the next. Yeah, this one makes me happy. We try to pick these up as much as we can. This is a African-American ragdoll. It's handmade by a company called Harperman Ray. Sorry about the pronunciation. It sold for $27, and it was, I believe, an offer by Nifty. So, anytime we pick up, this is surely not enough of this type of thing on the internet that I've seen. So whenever we can see them and pick them up and save them from the landfill, we do. So that way we can rehome. And someone's getting a great toy for the Christmas season, and we make a little bit of money so that we can put food on the table for the kids. So if you didn't know, we are licensed foster parents. We started reselling to help support that. Currently, I do not have children in our home because our youngest son is running off to college, and it's his senior year. So we're trying to focus on that. Will we continue to foster parent? Question mark. So you'll have to follow along the journey to find out. But on to the next. Okay, so this next one is actually really neat. We've sold this before, and it normally sells for quite a bit of money. I would pull the string and tell you what it plays, but I'll probably get a copyright strike. It plays John Lennon, Imagine. It's really pretty. So it goes into probably a crib or a stroller, I would assume. And these sell really quick. This one took a little bit to sell, but the one before took hours to sell that we sold. So whenever I see it, I always pick it up. This one sold for $55 in 3 months on eBay, which again, 3 months for us is quick. But like I said, the other one sold within hours of listing. So just be on the lookout is the point of that. And on to the next. So I noticed something in one of my last videos that was bothering me. It's like I was heavy breathing when I was talking. But what you guys don't see behind the scenes when I'm in between pulls is I'm lifting and doing all this work to move these totes around. So I wanted to just let you know that my health and safety are fine. It's just, yeah, I guess I'm out of shape. Maybe I need to hit the gym more. But yeah, anyways, I thought that was kind of funny. So this next one, these next two actually are in the same bin, 56. We're going to go ahead and pull those. But the first one we're looking for is First and Main Tender Friends. And I try to make these quick too, which is probably also why. So anyways, bin 56 sold for $13.20 in about 6 months on eBay. And we're going to look at that little fox in just a second and show you. Okay, here's that First and Main fox that sold. And looks like this guy sold for $13.20 on eBay in 6 months. He's cute. He's got embroidered eyes. The tags usually on these are not the best quality, so they fade. So when you wash or clean these, just be aware of that. So everybody has a preference in regards to cleaning. We do clean and sanitize all our Plush. If you're interested in that content, you're going to want to follow us on Resellers Refuge. It's our Facebook group. I'll try to put a link for that. So that way you can follow that kind of workflow and storytelling on that particular platform. Might do a YouTube video in the future, maybe. So on how we clean and sanitize. On to the next. Okay, so this is the same toe we're looking for. This is what we were looking for, Animal Adventure Purple Kitty. This one sold for $14.40 on eBay, and it sold in about 6 months. And what can I say about this? Again, embroidered eyes. So that's important to look for an Animal Adventure tag there, 2012. So it's a bit older. Someone couldn't live without it. We happen to have it. Sales made, and we get a little bit of cash. So on to the next. Okay, this guy is part of that Macari bundle. Squire Boone, blue and pink teddy bear. This guy sold for $9.72. And then by itself, definitely wouldn't pick it up again. But obviously, someone thought he couldn't be lived without and was part of that bundle. So saved us from having to redonate it and or bring it to Whatnot. Not familiar with Whatnot? It's an online auction platform where you can bring items like this and have them live auction. Usually we start our bids around $2, and then if there's interest, and multiple parties will bid for it and raise the price. That's the idea. So because we pick them up so cheaply is why we start them so cheaply. But something like this would probably start for about $2, $1 to $2, and hope it sells. If it doesn't, we would put it away, keep it on the crockpot method of eBay or one other platform until it's sold. So that's kind of the theory behind Whatnot. The fast nickel, slow dime, kind of thinking there's a room for Whatnot for sure. So then if you're not familiar with Whatnot, link here, and $15 off your first purchase if you want to become a seller and Whatnot. The link will also be in the bio. All right, that's enough about Whatnot. On to the next. All right, this one was Dandy Dancer Reindeer from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It was, I believe, older, not vintage quite. I sold on eBay for $15.44 by way of nifty relist. And yeah, so let's see what he looks like here. He's right on top, so there he is, Dancer. Not exactly sure if the skirt was part of the deal. probably. Maybe not. Maybe it was put on later, but the buyer didn't seem to mind, so it's going with them. So this one again sold for $15.44 on eBay in 5 months. All right, this one sold as part of that Macari bundle, brown and white. It's kind of frosted, you can kind of tell. Bunny, and it's no brand particularly, I don't think. It's just something that, was cute. We picked up and sold. Has the glass eyes and the embroidered nose. And here's that bunny, that Macari bundle right there. So you can see that. Yeah. So would I pick it up again? Obviously not. We've had that discussion. On to the next. All right. Move this one over to the light so we can see better. So this was a Chick-fil-A cow plush bundle set. We sell a lot of these this time of year. Same reason as I think that the Chuck E. Cheese bundles sell is because someone's going to put these in a gift or in a stocking with a gift card, and it's going to be a love of Chick-fil-A, which is delicious. If you've never tried it, I'm so sorry to hear that. You should definitely try it when you can. So anyways, this one sold for $19.45. We sell a lot of this time of year on eBay in 5 months. So we pick it up all year long. It does sell all year long, but mostly at Christmas time. On to the next one. Okay, so we're going to be moving out of the shed here. I just want to stop and also thank you guys one more time for the incredible year that we had and making us so successful. If you haven't been part of the journey and you'd like to be a part of that, feel free to reach out. We're going to be launching a new podcast January 5th. You've heard it here first. So be sure to go ahead and like those or, put the bell notification so you can get notified. So a lot going on next year. So be ready for that. We're going to go move on to our next location and pull a few more. I don't want to pull too many in this video because it's going to get lengthy, but you guys get the idea. We sold $873 in a 24-hour period. Again, we've had about a $4,000 to $5,000 week. So it's been busy, which is why I haven't been making these videos. So this is our busy time of the year. We work hard all year long for these 3 months, fourth quarter, and we're seeing the fruits of our labor now. So on to the next one. We're going to do a few more, and then we'll go ahead and do a recap and get out of here. Appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, and can't say enough about the community and reselling. So if you want to start the journey, let us know. Okay, we are back with, we're in the shed now. We kind of moved away, and my neighbor's so nosy over there with their cameras. Sorry about that, if that light was shining in your eyes. Anyways, tall fences, right? If you know where that's from, leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts on that. And this one was a candy bar plush, 182. Sold on eBay for $17.10 and sold in about 3 months. When I was walking back from the shed to the garage, I had an epiphany. What if I just did the heavy hitters and recorded those for the, just kind of got back to you guys. Like, for example, we had a $52 sale, for the Plushy collectible, Slimesicle. I'll put the picture of it here. And a few others. So again, $873 in 24 hours, $4,000 in a week. Very grateful. And we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Want to remind you guys, if you can't be good at it. Be on the lookout for Rocket City Reseller Presents Launchpad, January 5th, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we look forward to talking to you live. We'll talk about reselling and all things. As a matter of fact, so if you've been in the game 5 minutes or 50 years, you'll probably find something useful in there. So be sure to check it out. Love you guys. Have a great week and keep on flipping.